In this video, I talked to 5 wonderful, adventurous van life women about what they love about being van lifers and being on the road.
So I've definitely loved our freedom. It was funny going from living so far away from like Blake. We both went to college so far away from each other, and then we just happened to move into a shoebox sized apartment, and it's been nice growing with somebody else on a different level than what I experienced during college. And I was able to have so much freedom with him. The next thing you know, we were traveling across the country and seeing whatever we wanted to see. We really got into rock climbing on this trip. We picked the next big thing that now I love. It's definitely changed van life for us, is we picked up our dog. She has brought us so many more different experiences that you would never experience without a dog. Now you have to go to dog-friendly places and you meet so many new people because everybody wants to come up to you and they're like, oh, let me see your dog, like let me pet your dog. So we've made so many more friends with the dog. Pretty much all of the friends we have made that we still talk to, we have met through Callie, our dog.
Oh man, I love the freedom. I have the ability to work when and where I want. I completely make my own schedule as a freelancer, which is really nice. I like being able to do whatever feels good. So there are days where it's a good day, days where it's a bad day. If it's a bad day, I have the ability to just sit in one place, sit in bed, be in my own area. I don't have to do anything out of obligation. Or if it's a really good day, I can go wherever I want. I can go to a park, I can go on a hike, I can just drive and go to a new state. And that for me has been really like changing for just the freedom in general and the amount of control that I'm allowed to have over every little decision in my life.
I think the thing that I love about being a van lifer or a nomad full-time traveler is the independence of it. It's the freedom of it. I was married for 8 years. I got married very young. I was in grad school. I got a PhD. Went from the PhD graduation right into a startup. I had an office overlooking the stock exchange, and it just really wasn't very fulfilling. I was checking all the boxes, but I was also working 60 or 70 hours a week and didn't really take the time to decide what I wanted. After the divorce and after I finally took about 6 months off, and I got on YouTube because I was a workaholic and not employed. It was deliberately taking time off. Discovered Bob Wells amongst some others. That's how I discovered Joni. Never thought I'd be sitting in the same van with her, but here I am. Anyway, basically discovered, traveling. So I actually bought a Class C RV. It broke down a lot. Got the trailer. That was fine. But really the van is the maximal. It's the flexibility of it. It gives me the convenience of a Class C without being a cardboard box on wheels. I built this thing. I know exactly what it has, how to fix it, and it gets way better mileage. It's way more nimble. It's just so much more practical in so many ways. It gets twice the gas mileage that the Class C did. In terms of the vehicle itself, I couldn't be happier. I was a little skeptical even, but I'm really glad that I made the change from the trailer to the, from being an RVer to being a van lifer. And I think the most important thing about this lifestyle is the people, candidly. I love that I'm able to work remotely. I consider that actually a privilege. It's really hard to find those jobs, I acknowledge. I'm really glad that I have that. And so I have a stream of income while I'm working. But working remotely and living in a van allows me to travel. So I get to chase novelty, which is kind of my thing. I like to see new things and try, and I don't have the commute, so that gives me hours of my life back. But, I'm living next to my best friends. And so I get to camp with them, and then, you know, I can start my work day at 6, you know, work until 3, and then at 4 o'clock we're off doing a hike. Like, how else can you, I mean, you can do that, but if you're in a sticks and bricks, you're kind of limited in the hikes you can do. I can go hike any mountain I want. But the other thing is that if I need my alone time, which I do, I can just, you know, no one's going to be offended. I balance the time with people with time alone. Like, I'll go camp by myself for a week or so. I've got a 90-pound Doberman, and so I don't really worry about safety. But I really do cherish the alone time as well, and the quiet in a lot of in the national forests and that sort of thing.
So I love the freedom. I love that I can go anywhere and, you know, meet people in all different places and locations. I love travel. It's my kind of motivation in life is travel. And so I really love how much opportunity that gives me to not only travel in the US, but also that it frees up a lot of money so that I can travel internationally, which I really want to do as much of.
People say, why did you choose van life? And I say that I didn't choose it. It chose me because it was the only thing that made sense. I am a minimalist, so I don't need a big space. My kids grew up and moved out. I didn't have any more responsibilities. I had been in Connecticut for a really long time. And I like to travel, so the only thing that got in the way of more travel was needing to keep coming back to Connecticut, and my job can go with me. So it only made sense to pack it up and go. And I didn't want to buy a house because I didn't want to stay in one place anymore. So I made the most of it and hit the road. There's nothing I don't love about it. I am as content as a person can be. And, you know, action when I want the action, quiet when I need the quiet, like excitement right around the corner if I so choose, or, you know, just sitting there and watching the sunset every evening if I feel like it. People if I want, quiet if I don't. It just, all the options are there and the world is phenomenal. So people are like, are you tired yet? And I'm like, yeah, I'm tired, but the world keeps me going because there's so much more to see.
Right.
It's just spectacular, and I knew it would be. So
Yeah.
it's even better than I expected, and I had pretty high hopes, and it has exceeded all expectations.
Excellent.
Partially because of the community. You know, meeting the people was an extra bonus that I wasn't sure how that would, you know, I wasn't sure how that would work, how that would play out, and it's just been amazing. So, and you're part of that, you know, the random times that we're like, hey, we're coming from opposite directions, but it looks like our paths are going to cross.
Absolutely.
And that's so fun. And then you meet, and then you greet and pass on and see you again next time, you know?
Yeah,
It's all good.
absolutely.
I want to thank all of my wonderful participants for sharing what they love about van life. And I hope this inspires you to get out there, get on the road, and make your dreams come true. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any upcoming videos. And I want to thank you for your thoughtful comments and questions. Keep them coming, and I'll do my best to respond. This is Joni with TheGalavan. Enjoy your journey.